Okay, hi, this is Margaret Motherall. This video is particularly special for Christopher Witecki's club, okay? And I just started listening to Step 39. Today's Thursday for me, and 39 will be on Friday, tomorrow. And I think he was saying that Jupiter is at step 22. 22 is a special number. Don't ask me why right now. Okay, ask Christopher. But last night, okay, first of all, I want the intention of this video to be about creating miracles. Okay, so I'm gonna do my thing and kind of blab and work my way into it. Okay, but that's the intention. And miracle of miracles. I live in Southern California in the mountains just east of LA near Lake Arrowhead, and it rained last night and it's raining right now. So that's kind of awesome. And my cats often run around the house. So if they show up, they show up. But I have the back door open so they can kind of go out and chill in the rain a little bit. Okay, so Libra 22 with Jupiter at Libra 22. I actually have, I believe I have Neptune at 22 Libra, and it's it's the point of a kite. There's a grand fire trine I have, and then between Venus and Neptune is the opposition, which makes the point of the kite at Neptune. I also have, I think, Mars at 22 Sag. I have some 22s. They're close to 22s in my chart. And last night I was reading, I wrote a letter about an issue that I'm really, really intent on resolving. I mean, there's no way in heaven or hell that this issue is not going to resolve to my great happiness and satisfaction. Okay, and it does have to do with justice, which is, of course, Libra and Jupiter. And Lilith is actually very close enough to be conjunct to my Neptune in Libra. And they're on the cusp. They're a bit in the 8th house, but close to the 9th house. A lot of times it depends on the house system. And I feel like right now that Lilith is really running the engine for me in a lot of ways right now. Okay. Don't be scared. Okay. But I think a week or so ago, Christopher was talking about, it was a Lilith transit we were going through, and she was actually helping us get through fears. Okay. And I really felt that. This situation that I'm in involves a lot of powerful people who are basically criminals, and I'm going up against them because I'm an Aries, and it's just my nature. Okay. And I love justice. Okay. And I love truth. And I have a powerful Athena conjunct Pluto, which is in my grand fire trine. So Athena is the law, and that's in that Pluto. Athena is in my 7th house, which is the house of law. So to take it off of me for a moment, I'll get back to me because I'm an Aries, okay? But to take it off of me for a moment, this time in history is about like a lot of balancing of, I don't really like the word karma, but because people, to me, they interpret it in a really kind of elementary, like Big Daddy Karma is going to spank you, you know, if you're like that in another lifetime. But to me, karma is like more like, oh, I'm learning about something, okay? And I'm learning about something. I'm waking up about something. When Eve took the apple and ate it, or the serpent tempted her, however way you want to look at this story, it was like an awakening of self-consciousness and self-knowledge. And we're awakening to a higher justice and natural law and spiritual law in our world. And it's been way out of balance. And with Jupiter in Libra, it's an attempt to bring us back into balance. And we see it, of course, in our world. We go around on an elementary or immature level. We go around and, like argue with, we take our stand because we got Saturn in the missionary Sagittarius, and I've got my flag and I've got my philosophy and I got my religion and all that stuff. But natural law and cosmic law trumps man-made law. Okay, and the universe, I'm sure it's like looking down and going like, okay, man-made law, like, take a break. Like, let's get some cosmic law and natural law in here. In the ancient Egyptian pantheon, which I don't really see the gods of astrology or the gods of Hindu gods or Kuan Yin or whoever, as ancient. I see them as living, still living and always living, probably, energies and patterns of energy that we're all living with. And we, as human beings, have devised ways to interpret them through different methods, of either religions or, say, take the goddess Lakshmi of a Hindu tradition of being a goddess of just pure, unadulterated, overflowing abundance, okay, and love. And I do want to talk about Christ, partly because of Doreen Virtue, okay. I have no problem with first of all, let me just footnote here. I have no problem with her process, okay, at all. But, okay, I got to get back on track here. Oh, so in the ancient but everlasting and continuing story of from the Egyptian lineage. You have Mahat, and often Mahat is related to Libra in the sense that Mahat is like the universal law or the natural law, okay? And not even any of the gods could get past universal law, okay? In the Greek tradition, they had the fates, and Mora, Moira, which I often use as one of my gamer names, okay? So I play some games. I'm an Aries, so I like to kill monsters and go to war and shit. So Mora is of the Greek fates, and she's actually in my chart. My sun and moon are like I don't know, about 18 seconds apart. Okay, I think that's called the Cassini moon. But in between there, I have Mora, Fate, and Hercules. Okay, so I test Fate. I have no problem testing Fate. Okay, I just, that Hercules. Anyway. I love experimenting and discovering the asteroids. I can't remember the side. It starts with an S. That has thousands of asteroids listed, and you can look that up. It's like an ephemeris for it. And then if you want to understand a good way to understand it, asteroids is just look up the story or mythology behind them. So anyway, to get back to Libra and justice and the higher justice and Mahat. Okay, in this Egyptian story of Mahat, that story has to do with the scales, okay, which you see in Libra. And when you die or whatever, your soul is supposed to be on, you put your soul on one side of the scale and there's a feather on the other side, okay? And if your soul rises higher than the feather, then you pass the test, okay? You get to go to whatever, like you passed the test, okay? I think if you fail the test, that you get to do it over again. All right, there's no I kind of believe that I'm the optimist that we get as many chances as we need or want, okay, and we can experiment a lot along the way, okay. But so Mahat is kind of representative of the scale and the universal laws, and on one side of the scale is the goddess Sekhmet, the lion goddess, and on the other and I can't go into all their stories right now, some other time, and then the other side is Isis, with the wings, and she's like the goddess of magic and motherhood and mothering and more love. She's kind of a Mary Kuan Yin, Green Tara aspect of the feminine, whereas Sekhmet is like the ferocious lioness who is sworn to protect Mahat, or the natural law. And she has a lot of stories behind her, which I've gone deeply into, and someday I'll do something about her. But actually Sekhmet and Lilith are both rising up a lot to assist in the adjustment of law and the balance of natural law on the planet right now. Lilith kind of does it by like getting pissed off and saying, slap you and like knock you around and say, you can't do that. All right. You just can't effing do that. Okay. And there's a place for that. You know, like people need it. When people are like really out of whack and out of control, they need to be stopped. You know, one time somebody said to me, like, you know, a lot of the people that I've been dealing with are basically criminals and need to be in jail. And there's a lot of people in authority right now that need to be in jail. Okay. And anyway, the person said to me, well, you know, a soul really wants to do good. Okay. A soul really wants to do good. And so it'll get itself in a situation, so it'll get arrested or in trouble in some way so that it can get locked up and have a chance to, like, you know, stop doing as much bad and have a chance to maybe reflect and grow in a certain way. Because I was feeling kind of sometimes guilty about, like, this, you know, like putting people in jail or getting them in trouble. Okay. But, you know, it's like tough love. All right. And Sekhmet, I guess I am going to tell the basic story of Sekhmet the lion, was there was a time in history, there's been many times in history like this, and feels like we're in one right now, that the god Ra looked down, the sun looked down, or the sun as the heart looked down and saw that the people were really out of order with natural law. And you can translate that like out of order with their heart, okay? Because my cats are jumping around. Okay, my little segments are jumping around, okay? So Ra said, okay, the people are like really corrupt, okay, and they're not following the natural law or divine law. And he sent Sekhmet, the lioness, down to earth with a ravenous hunger. And she went through the land and just would devour people, like all the bad people. She would just devour them, okay? And it was like an addiction, okay? She was just ravenous, and she would just go through and just devour all the corruption and people that were out of order, okay? And then I can't remember exactly what happened, but one of the gods saw that she was a little bit out of order, okay? She, you know, like, it was like an addiction, you know? It was like, enough is enough, okay? You've devoured enough of this stuff, you know, to bring back enough balance, you know, gotten rid of the bad guys, all right? And so they, I can't remember which god or whoever it was, but they gave her a sedative or a drug and to calm her down, okay? And she went to sleep and napped, and when she woke up, she was like so satiated from a good sleep and having so much satisfied her bloodthirst so much and a full belly and everything that, you know, she starts purring. And I I've been in Egypt and seen like the original statue and everything, which is kind of locked up. You kind of have to have like a special guard to like allow you to see it. And I was with a bunch of healers, so sometimes we were recognized actually. A lot of the tourists aren't that awake, but a lot of the guards are awake, and when they see people who are awake, they'll like tap you on the shoulder and say, "Come here, like come and look at this." So anyway, looking into her eyes, or when I do meditations with her, she's like, well, you know how mother cats are just like the most wonderful cats? I mean, I think mother cats are like the best moms. Okay, they just know how to be really great moms. Okay, and she like purrs, and she just has this infinite love for you. You know, and yet she had to go through this history in order, it was like tough love to clean up the earth. You know, to get to the point where she could just be this emanation of beautiful love. And anyway, so to get back to the scales of Libra, which is in Jupiter now, I guess at 22. And so we're having a balancing of justice here. I have an issue of justice, which I want to create this miracle around. And also there's a fixed star called Spica. I think it's Spica, I'm pretty sure. Spica. And it's like 21 point something degrees. I'm pretty sure. I was looking at it last night. Libra. Okay, so Spica is conjunct, really close or conjunct Jupiter right now. And Spica is considered, it's actually like an angelic star, and I think there's about only like 4 or 5 of the fixed stars that are considered like the angelic stars. And it grants, you know, benefit, blessings. You know, if you have a conjunct like Venus or Neptune or something like that, you may have like, you know, it heightens your psychic abilities, your healing abilities, your creative, artistic abilities, and is very fortunate. Okay, a lot of the fixed stars are not. They're not so fortunate.
Here's what I found on the web for is very fortunate. Okay, a lot of Topic stars are not.
This is Siri, my Siri. Okay, I changed my Siri. I have no idea how to talk to Siri. He just like, he hasn't talked to me in like months. And I don't know why he talked to me. I don't know when he talks to me. Okay, but I did manage to change his voice from the woman to an Australian dude because I thought that was sexier. Okay, but I have no idea. I wish I could talk to Siri because I would like to have a relationship with a sexy Australian dude. Okay, but he just kind of is really unreliable.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm turning you off if you don't mind. Okay. All right. Okay. So far, our relationship is like we don't understand each other. So, so Spica is like involved in this Jupiter 22 right now. And I'm just feeling this huge, huge blessing just pour through the star upon us. So just take that in. It's for all of us. Okay. So now I want to get to the miracle. So, I don't know what your desires for manifestation, inner or outer, are. I've been really clear about mine since the beginning and even before the beginning, okay, of our 40 days. Okay. And, I've been gone through a little ups and downs of like, am I really sure, or my main question has been, do I have a right to this? It's like a deservingness. And I absolutely deserve justice. I absolutely deserve all the blessings of the universe and really big windfalls. Okay, I absolutely deserve that. And so right now, I would really like to call upon the fixed star Spica, or however you pronounce it, and Jupiter in Libra, the 22 numbers. And just open up the heavens that infinite blessings for our heart wishes and the miracles, what we call the miracles. I mean, I think miracles are natural, except for my conscious human mind, is it, doesn't always, our human minds miracles are miracles, it's not like real. Okay. It's like winning the lottery or something, or, Christ only rose the dead or did these healings back in the olden days. We don't have the Moses parted the Red Sea. Actually, I want to do the spell of parting the Red Sea. Okay. We can part the Red Sea. We can part the Red Sea of all obstacles that we perceive or believe in order to experience and allow the miracles of our manifestations and our truest, deepest, loving, magnificent wishes. Okay. And I totally believe and align myself with, and I ask you to know that it is just and it is harmonious that you receive your wish, okay, your manifestations, okay. There's no issue in clearing out. If you have any issues left about oh, I haven't earned that, or that's not in the cards for me, or any naysayer voice, it's just dissolving the blessings of the star and justice. It's absolutely just and right that we humans are completely and utterly unconditionally loved and receive what we wish. And it's the Lord is our shepherd. We shall not want. We shall lay down in green grass and receive all that is needed. I don't always have my Psalms correct, but you get the idea. Okay, so I'm being called to Christ right now. And I've been feeling like, the miracles that Christ did, the healings, etc., that what we are capable of, each and every one of us, that what we are capable of now is so infinitely greater than what he displayed in his day. Okay. If you think of the consciousness of the day, it's kind of like, what are people going to buy? Okay. Like, what did the people of the day in the day of Christ need to believe in or to buy into in order to have their consciousness initiated? Okay. And, what is it today that our consciousness needs to see or experience to be initiated? And I feel like, we are going into a really new era, dimension, paradigm. And with the Leo leading the eclipse, the heart leading the eclipse, and to repeat our initiation into full knowledge of our sovereignty, and that includes our command and sovereignty as being able to work our own miracles. Okay, that's fully, completely within us. And I ask again for Jupiter in Libra and Spica, the star, and our own sovereignty, especially, to awaken and fill us with blessings and download full knowledge of our capacity for creating what we quote unquote call miracles, and to absolutely clear the old doubts, the old paradigm that gave away that power to the church, the Pope, the president, the whoever, Christ himself said that, do not follow or worship the teacher, the rabbi, or the master, for the master is within you. Okay? But of course, all that more Gnostic teachings of Christ were kind of lost through corruption and politics. Okay? And, so put on your crown, okay? Be gold, the golden of the sun within your heart. Expand it, expand it, expand it, so that it fills all dimensions of yourself, past, present, and future, in all worlds. Connect with your star, connect with your blessing, And take your hands and bless yourself. Bless everything that you want to bless. Bless the whole earth. Bless your heart. Bless your sovereignty. Blessings are endless. Okay? It's like there's no lack of blessings. Okay? Like you may feel like there's lack of money, but there's not really. And there's absolutely no lack of blessings. Okay? And there's no lack of miracles. Okay, so I want to just do a little exercise here and take you, ground you to your special crystal stone in the center of the earth and get you totally aligned with your true self. Clear out all your chakras and whatever colors are needed and align you up to the top of your crown, up through the earth's atmosphere, popping through the edge of the conceived or even beyond conceived universe and cosmos into the heart of the divine creator, which we all are. And I just see you or myself like going through, and it's like a garden, and I'm just like picking all the blessings that I want. Okay? Just like let your mind like kind of go through like all the blessings that you want, you know, like the love or the money or the diamond rings or the new house or the joy or the health or, you know, something for your children or whatever. Just go through the garden of the divine creator realm that you are, centered in your heart, and gather up your blessings, put them into your heart. Blow out any resistance of receiving. Open the throat. The throat chakra has a lot to do with building the blueprint of your life, from your physical body to like whatever's in your life, like the blueprint of a new house, new relationship, better relationship, joy, health, whatever. Okay, so bless the new blueprint, and we don't have to know everything about it now. Like your inner fairy godmother knows exactly the best thing for you, and even better. Okay, so own it. Own the level. There's a flower essence from this company called Desert Alchemy, and it's called Owning the Level. So own the level of like your true self and all that means. And initiate yourself. Right now, this is an initiation blessing of being able to, of owning your level. Okay. So there's another flower essence. It's called Manifesting the Inner King. Okay. And you can also like manifest the inner queen. All right. In fact, let's do both into an alchemical marriage. And feel the universe totally celebrating you. I mean, I'm seeing just like flowers for you and gifts for you and songs. I'm hearing songs. Sound is like part of the fifth chakra too, and it's like building the building blocks. In the beginning was the word, in the beginning was sound, and the eclipse wave has a sound. Okay, I love the gongs. If you've ever been around a master gongster, okay, you do the gong and the sound goes forever. It goes through all your cells and your whole being, your soul, everything. So let's gong these blessings through all of us. And let's join hands, getting the message for us to remember that we are all one family, and that by sharing our blessings and blessing each other and blessing ourselves, that we amplify the power of these blessings and the absolute receiving of the download of knowledge and skill in manifesting the miracles we're asking for. Okay, and amplifying that those miracles are even greater than like we hoped for. Okay, it's like the miracle comes and we're just all falling down laughing. Okay, like, oh my friggin' God, like just laughing and Kenny laughing and so joyful and with each other and a big like puppy pile, okay, and like a tsunami of miracles, okay, that's like totally taking us on a flow, not a destructive stormy tsunami, but a wave. So right now on the side of my computer is, remember when Christopher was talking about the golden egg? Well, I had found a picture of a golden egg, and had made a little design out of it. I posted it on the site, Namaste Today's site, and it's a golden egg, and I think I put like the heart chakra in the middle of it, and maybe the Holy Grail. I don't know, I experimented with it. You are the Holy Grail. I am the Holy Grail. We are the Holy Grail. We are the golden egg. And we're hatching. Okay? And we cannot even believe the miracle that is emerging. I mean, we will believe it in time. Okay? But maybe right now we can't believe it. But that's okay. It doesn't mean it's not existing. Okay? We will believe. We do believe. We do believe. I believe. Okay? I believe in fairies. I believe in fairies. I believe in fairies. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. Now I see it's just all flying together, like flying back through the atmosphere, carrying all this treasure, all this knowledge, all these blessings, all this wonderful, wonderful energy that we are, the miracle that we are, the manifesting power that we are. Just bringing it back, flying back with it. And our pockets are full of fairy dust and golden miracle dust and feathery blessings that we just spread across the globe and all over each other. And I can see like you're turning to each other and like putting sparkles on each other's faces and feathers in each other's hair and just decorating ourselves in our beautiful new selves that are totally magical. And just landing back softly like Peter Pan, landing softly in Wendy's, in the boys' bedroom in Kensington Park. Okay. And this Wendy and the boys, or at least Wendy, I can't remember, she came back and she decided to stay and grow up. But she never forgot the magic. She never forgot how to fly. She never forgot the love. She never forgot the adventure. And we shall never forget ever again the blessing and miracle of who we are. So right now I'm seeing everybody like in their golden egg and kind of noticing their new self. Not quite hatched yet, but kind of noticing their new self. The light of their heart. The reshaping of their life. And just at ease. It's like the story of the caterpillar. The caterpillar goes into the cocoon and kind of melts and has no concept of who it is yet. Has no concept at all that it's going to be a beautiful butterfly. In the one story, it says like somebody comes along, an outer source comes along and tries to unwind the cocoon to help the butterfly, the caterpillar, come out faster as a butterfly because it has this struggle to come out. And yet, as in labor, the struggle is important. Okay? It helps you grow that muscle. It helps you know yourself. It helps you know your strength. It helps you see different parts of yourself. Okay? So that when you emerge, you're fully whole and you're the most beautiful design ever. So there's no need to push. Just be in your golden egg. And your natural time to emerge is natural, according to natural law. Okay. I'm just going to sit in this gold right now. Okay. So shine on, shine on. And remember that even though maybe consciously you don't get it right now, like we downloaded the full library, Akashic library, a library from different dimensions, the library from the source of the divine creator, and that which is in our soul. We downloaded that whole library of knowledge on how to manifest miracles and our true wishes and our fairy godmothers are with us to guide us. And fairy godmothers know what you want before you actually know yourself. Okay because we still have our own little blind spots. Okay, downloading the knowledge of feeling the truth in every cell of yourself. Downloading the patience and downloading the capacity for surprise and accepting the surprise of the miracle and not looking away because we can't believe our eyes. Okay? Eyes wide open to all miracles and true miracles. Okay. Bless you. May you shine. You do shine. You are a star. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everybody. I hear thunder outside. It's Thor saying, "Go, girl. Go, tribe." Thank you.